just a little and it fits your birthday groove when the rhythm hits you. Rock and roll and rock all night long. Don't stop, don't stop. Yo, bounce, shake, move just a little and it fits your birthday groove when the rhythm hits you. Rock and roll rock all night long. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop. Yo, bounce, bounce, bounce. Don't stop. Yo, bounce, bounce. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. All night long. Don't stop. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. Don't stop. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. All night long, don't stop, don't stop. Yo, bounce. Move just a little and it fits your birthday groove when the rhythm hits you. Rock and roll rock all night long. Don't stop, don't stop. Yo, bounce, shake, move just a little and it fits your birthday groove when the rhythm hits you. Rock and roll rock all night long. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. Don't stop. Yo, bounce, bounce, bounce. Don't stop. Yo, bounce, bounce. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. All night long. Don't stop, don't stop. Yo, bounce. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. Don't stop. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. All night long, don't stop. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Yo, bounce. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you have snacks, have wiggle to your heart's content, because it is soon time for Hi, residents, welcome to
just a little and it fits your birthday groove when the rhythm hits you. Rock and roll rock all night long.
All night long, don't stop, don't stop.
Move just a little and it fits your birthday groove when the rhythm hits you. Rock and roll rock all night long. Don't stop, don't stop.
Mama. We reacting to the chaos in here. Oh! Thank you for putting the plush there. Yes. We only have a few days left. And we are at 42% funded. 10 days remain. I must decide if I will fund the rest myself. I am Travis on YouTube song. Let's do this!
Don't stop, don't stop. Yo, bounce.
Wow! Howdy! And welcome to the... Hi! Hello! Happy Tuesday! And... How is everybody doing today? Oh, did my head pad not work? Not to light it on fire? I heard the pat. Thank you for the boo. Okay, head pat works. It's just slow. Hi, welcome to D! Boop worked. We make sure that this is... Okay, it's synced. It's just being slow. Hi! I'm doing a whole heck of a lot better. A heck of a lot better. Thank you for the budgie. Yeah, I've rested. My voice should sound a whole bunch better. I've been resting and doing my best to not get any further into the heck, you know. No heck. Why is my zoom all the way down there? Hang on. There we go. That's better. That was awkward, cameraman. Spoiler alert, I'm the cameraman, so it's my fault. The zoom knew the market. Dee forgot to change her zoom angles. So please forgive Dee and my inability.
16 months with this jiggly Sphinx woman. D Sphinx heart, D Sphinx lovers, D Sphinx love, D Sphinx lover, D Sphinx heart, D Sphinx lovers, D Sphinx love,
I
D Sphinx
appreciate
lover.
you, thank you. Holy heck, 16 months, that's wild. I'm so excited. I hope you'll be here for 16 more. What did my artist do? Well, wouldn't you like to know? We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together. Live on Dragon Ball D's Nuts. What did my mother do? We're going to review the controversy. That's right. We're reviewing the controversy. Thank you, I will hydrate. I appreciate it. I inhaled too fast.
We are
Thank you for the
finding nuts.
bees. We're not finding nuts. We're... I am nuts. Hi, I'm nuts if you didn't know. You thought I was D? You're wrong, I'm nuts. Hi, Digital Omen, welcome to D. Hi, first time chatter. You saw the announcement for YouTube and you were confused? Don't worry, Emtress. You don't need to be confused for forever. I will enlighten you. So today's... I'm not a nut! No! I'm one whole giant mother... Sphinx. Okay? Look. Bam. Sphinx. Not nut. What about this is nut-shaped to you? Hey! Hey! Quit! Hey! Why? Just for that, I'm stepping on you. Get stomped on. I'm not a nut. What about this is not shaped at all? Not a single part of this is shaped like a nut. If anything, we're very giant whammon shaped. Better watch out. Seems nut shaped! What part is nut shaped? I'm upset. I am angry. I'm just going to sit on you for the rest of the stream now. You get stomped on for the remainder of the stream. I'm not tiny, I'm huge! Look at how small you are. You're the tiny one. If anyone's tiny here, it's you. Look. I scoop you up. Look at how small you are. You fit in my arms. Just so. I'm gonna bite you.
Decorations this year. Fortunately, they were all still in mint condition.
Hi, Riao! Welcome to D! No, Riao is Riao-sized, but when I turn you into a cutie, Then you are this big. This big, small, teeny tiny. Scoop you up in my arms. Give you a little nuzzle. And bite. Yep. Because love language is bite. If you didn't know, now you know. Thank you for the hype tray. Why are you hyping? We're about to watch the chaos unfold. Why are you hyping this?
On the floor, but it disappeared. They really did see it. So blue on its own couch. Bad springs, cushion kind of crunchy. These things. Hopefully now you got the memo.
Okay, I'll put you down now. There you go.
Just to be sure.
I missed the cheer pun. Let me go look at the pun. I don't want to miss a single pun. That's my favorite type of punishment. You didn't hear it? You should have been able to hear the wiggles. No? You won't be able to hear them on YouTube because that audio source is turned off for YouTube. You heard it? Okay. Let's see. Mirami's pun. Your sister was putting away her... Oh, I need to pop out this window. It's too small. Window too small. Enhance. Late putting her candy cane decorations this year. Fortunately, they were all still in mint condition. Yes! Win. Wonderful pun. Thought I wiggle? I do wiggle. Dakari, hello, welcome to D! So, if you saw the title, you know that you should be aware that today is a frightening occurrence. Thank you for the boop. I bite you, because love languages bite. My beautiful art mom has unfortunately been embroiled in a scandal. Thank you for the headband. This is where I die. I cry and I die. This beautiful art made by the most beautiful madam. How could this happen to Art Mom? So I actually reached out to Rima for this one. Rima Event Star. If you guys don't know, D and Rima hung out a little bit more frequently, on and off behind the scenes, and with collabs with the homies before Rima's newscast really took off. So I just reached out in DMs and I asked, hey, is it okay if I react to your piece? Because I haven't watched it yet and I had no idea this stuff was happening with my art mom. And she's like, oh yeah, do it. So for all fun, silly whims and respecting the medium intact, we're going to be watching together the video because I haven't seen it yet. I've only heard through the grapevine what has been happening. Hi, I'm Trinch Amalgam. Welcome to D. Hello. My artist used the souls of war orphans to make my art. Look at this. These feet are the result of scandalous criminal activity. Look at them. Are you looking at them? Look. Scandalous crime right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yup. You know what else is scandalous crime? The beautiful dots. I love ms.tsu's art style because of this, like, dot shading thing that she does. This is literally my favorite thing about her art. But these dots are tainted with crime. The crime is in the dots. Crime. Criminal dots everywhere. Criminal. Look right here. The shading. It's all baked with crime. Nothing but crime. I am a masterful work of what can I say besides crime? Criminal activity, of pain and suffering of the innocents. My face is filled with pain and suffering of the innocents. This is what suffering has accomplished. You would feel better about this crime if you let you snuggle? Okay.
These money
Here,
only jiggle jiggles
snuggle me.
be poor.
But no.
For sure. One day they found a bill.
Snuggle D. But no. Know that you are secretly, but not so secretly, snuggling the source of massive criminal offense. Don't applaud the criminal offense! Okay? Don't applaud this. We're snuggling crime right now. What does it feel like to snuggle crime? Do you like snuggling with crime? Based? Nice! Hi, Moonbear! Thank you for the watch streak! You have no idea? Well, okay, have a few more snuggles and then tell me what it's like. A bit bitey? Well, I love languages bite. So that will happen. Okay, I put you down now. Thank you for the boop! I bite. Wisdom was requested. Have to find it. Mercenary video wants to know, when the world ends, will the Game Boy be the last game system standing? I believe, in fact, it will be the Wii, because children crave the waving of the sticks. We crave movement and the ability to wiggle and rock with our games. I believe that we all want to put our hands in the air and go, whee! That is my wisdom. Thank you for the watch streak, Lunila, bro. Bad Dragon, why? Why is that face? That face is a riot. Okay. You approve of snuggling crime up close and personal? Well, that's because you're all crazy. But D is also crazy. So it works out. So, disclaimer. Let's do a little housekeeping. Disclaimer for housekeeping. Okay, first, adjust the zoom. Hi, zoom adjusted. So, for today, something worth noting is that today's stream is being done with permission. I have permission to do a react to this. The original video was put together by the lovely Rima Evening Star. I don't normally do react content, but I feel like I had to. Thank you for the Pachi Pachi. I feel like I had to with this one because, well, she's my art mother. So yeah, I feel like I have to. I have to do this one. So I will kill the music. Music dead. No more to give. We are going to watch this video together. For those of you who are unprepared for what is about to occur, we're going to be experiencing a 36-minute video on the unmasking of my art mother. Yes. Don't you love it when your mother gets herself into trouble? Mother! I need to know what happened. Because I gotta tell you guys, before we even jump to the video, let me get two things straight. I understand that the claims against my art mother are strong. Indeed, strong. So, supposedly, there are claims of her being $1 million in debt, having cancer, something about orphans and the cartel. I'm a little flabbered in the gasts. My gasts have been flabbered. And Jimmy's definitely rustled. Because I had nothing but good experience with ms.tsu. That's why this is crazy. Was she really being hunted by the cartel and I never knew? Hi, Diffy Doodle! Welcome to D! So we're gonna check it all out together. VTubers are people, just like you and me. And it's the root cause of VTuber drama. Is it because they're people, or because we're a bunch of suckers for drama? Now, I'm gonna do this with all fun and whimsy intended, because let's face it, D actually had a very good interaction with ms.tsu. I did. Working with her has been great. The only issue was like one time when she had a really, really bad case of the mentee bee, and she needed to just take a sabbatical from the internet for a bit. So some of my stuff was a little later than I had wanted it to be, but it all worked out and I was super laid back. I was like, you know what, it's fine. We'll push some deadlines out. It's okay, I don't mind. But she was very professional to work with. She was super kind. I love how she put together my art, and I wouldn't trade the art for anything. I hate that somebody experienced something so negative with my artist. But I want to know, when did this happen? How long ago was it? Was this while she was working with D? Was I part of the reason that she was being chased by the cartel? Was it D? Did my bad luck rub off to the point where this caused additional chaos for another human being? Is it really just gonna end up being that people who are associated with my projects just get bad luck? My questions need answers. My questions beget yet more questions. So together, let us unmask my art mother. Because, spoiler alert, I'm still gonna work with her. No matter what we learn, I'm still working with her. Because I love her art. I've already swapped art moms twice, 3 times now. I don't want to do it again. I love what she created. I love her art. And I want to see, is this gonna be such a big travesty that even D cannot overlook it? Will it be Travis D? Or will it be some guy not named Travis after all? I do have some outfit ideas. Like, I want to get maybe a cute office lady outfit in the future. Maybe something I can sing in. Maybe something cozy. Maybe something more monstrous. Yeah. Yeah, I would like that very much. I really like this style. It feels very me. From the curls to the curves. And it's Twitch safe, which was something I really wanted. So, I want to find out what happened. So, without further ado, and without D continuing to stall forever. Okay? Hi, yeah. Good, I stalled plenty time. We've stalled just enough so that we can now experience this together. Okay. Bring down the window. So if you've seen this before, you can be like, oh, D, I've already seen this. That's fine. No spoiler alerts. No spoiling. Okay? I haven't seen it. So I have no idea what we're about to get into. First things first, let's volume check the video by playing the video. Let's do this. Oh. Did I turn back on my music? I did. Wrong button. Okay, hang on. Okay, maximum volume, let's go.
Cartel, $1 million in debt. 2 hop.
Hold up. I'm already scared. Can we... to the beginning? And I'll turn that down just a smidge. Okay.
Cancer, cartel, $1 million in debt. 2 houses, misdiagnosis. These are all things said by the same person. How does one person
My
go
mother!
from delayed art commissions to cancer to a attempt to $1 million in debt to rich parents with 2 houses
what?
to being followed by the cartel? Because apparently that's all part of the same story. Today we're talking about an artist named ms.tsu.
Holy mother of Pete! Mother, you got some explaining to do. What happened?
And what started as a pretty normal commissions dispute slowly turned into one of the most baffling timelines I've covered in a while. Clients were waiting months, some over a year, refunds stopped coming, and every time pressure built, a new explanation appeared. Serious illness, extreme hardship, even cartel threats. Some people were refunded, but others weren't. Posts were deleted, replies were locked, and the more receipts surfaced, the harder it became to tell where the truth ended and where the story begun. So who is ms.tsu? And more importantly,
that's my aunt, mother!
What the hell actually happened? ms.tsu is an online artist who built a following primarily through anime-style illustration.
Yeah, her art's so good. She can literally whip out designs like this at the drop of a hat. She's very talented. I love it. It's beautiful. And she draws women. Like women. Sounds like Munhausen from that little bit. The way she shades. It's so good. It's somewhere in between like pleasantly dynamic and soft and crazy yandere. And it's just chef's kiss. I have hope though. Some of those comments that I saw as part of the evidence looked like they were from 2024. Did she like Delahan? She thought it was stupid. She's like, come to life, my daughter. I've given you a body. Come to life. Agreed. It's great when artists draw women because women don't exist in real life. That's why I'm an anime girl on the internet. Anywho.
She has experience working with larger companies, a pretty popular Twitter account, and a popular Instagram as well. And honestly, she is very talented. The appeal is undeniable.
Look! Look at the women! Look at them! Look! Oh. Nice armpit. Let's go.
And her pieces are well priced for what they are. For example, on her VGen, a full body color doodle is priced at around $80, which is honestly on the lower end of the spectrum for this
very
type of
reasonably
work and
priced.
this level of quality. Her more fully rendered pieces with 2 or 3 characters go for around $340.
And these pictures are huge. Like the full rendered illustrations, she doesn't just give you 1920 by 1080. This is like full 4K. You could blow that up and put it on a bus. They're huge. Each one of these pieces is ginormous. I know because I've asked, and I want one. Mother, please make a docu for me. Okay, anywho.
On top of that, her social media presence alone inspires confidence. Her Instagram sits at just under 30,000 followers, while her Twitter account has over 130,000. And whether we like it or not, numbers like that tend to act as a shortcut for trust. To most people, those followers count signal legitimacy. She's also drawn fan art of well-known hololive Vtubers.
Look at the shading! She was on a kick with these animal hands. That's why she made a pair for D! Oh no, I think I went backwards. Did I go backwards or forwards? Which way did I go? I clicked a button. I'm why we can't have nice things. Oh god. Was it here? Was it there? Uh-oh, where are we? D's already screwing it up.
Talented. The appeal is undeniable, and her pieces
women,
around $80.
we looked at women.
Pieces with
I'm fine. We're good.
For around $340. On
this
top
is enough
of that,
Google
her
Docs
social media
for
presence
now.
alone inspires confidence. Her Instagram sits at just under 30,000 followers, while her Twitter account has over 130,000. And whether we like it or not, numbers like that tend to act as a shortcut for trust.
I mean, she's also very responsive.
Bad springs, cushion kind of crunchy. These things,
hopefully now you got the memo.
Poor, but just to be sure.
She's also very responsive. If you reach out to her in DMs, she responds really quickly. Unless the big, horrible life things are happening.
Those followers count signal legitimacy. She's also drawn fan art of well-known hololive VTubers like Nikomata Ukayu, as well as creators like Saba and Akuma Nimune, and she's worked with larger
What's with
companies.
that face,
When people
Rao?
see that, what they're really thinking is, okay, she's completed work for them, so she clearly delivers. That becomes proof, at least in people's mind, that she does churn out art, and that commissioning her should be safe, in theory. On top of commissions, she also ran a Patreon where she regularly uploaded not safe for work artwork, and it's pretty popular too. And that's another revenue stream, but most importantly, another ongoing commitment with its...
Rial, should I be afraid of what's about to occur? I'm a little scared. I'll see. Is this a threat? What? Oh no, it's bad. Oh no, it's bad. It's that bad. I clicked the button again. Oh no. Okay, it's bad? I'm really hoping that this happened before I commissioned her.
Regularly uploaded not safe for work artwork, and it's pretty popular too. And that's another revenue stream, but most importantly, another ongoing commitment with its own audience and expectations.
Yeah, she
So at
spread
that
herself
point,
really
she wasn't
thin.
just managing individual clients, she was balancing commission works,
for the head
social
pat.
media,
Why isn't
and
it
recurring
working?
Patreon content all at the same time. And at her price
Oh,
point,
no.
especially with that level of visibility, it's reasonable to assume the waiting list was already long, which makes the workload heavier and the margin for error much thinner. So it's really not surprising that VTubers who constantly need high quality visuals for events, covers, community rewards, brand visibility,
I will
and
hydrate.
more jumped at the chance to commission her. From a client's perspective,
Wait, Remo, what did you
constantly
say
need
about
high
me?
quality visuals for events, covers, community rewards, brand visibility, and
Howdy.
Brand visibility? I chose ms.tsu because she can draw thighs. Homie, please. It's so hard to find an artist who's not afraid to draw thighs. I got MBA. I did it for the thighs. That is truth.
and more jumped at the chance to commission her. From a client's perspective, it looked like a great deal. But what
Wait. Tiff, you didn't know? My art was denied by 4 riggers because of my thighs. You didn't know? I had riggers tell me that I needed to slim my model, that they couldn't rig it because of my thighs. This is why I only work with Ineo, because she was not afraid to take on the challenge of thighs that touch. I'm not kidding. This was like a year ago, trying to bring my first 1.0 to life. It is very hard to find artists who are comfortable drawing thighs that overlap and have roundedness. And ms.tsu is one of those artists who draws women shaped like women. Okay? That's one of the major reasons I went with her. I'm like, I want someone who's not afraid to draw a curvy girly with tumby. Please. Thighs are too powerful for the internet, you guys.
What happens when there's so much demand that delays start piling up? And not just delays, but clients asking questions and getting no answers. Like most commission-based artists, her setup relied heavily on trust. Clients paid upfront with the expectation that the work would be delivered later, sometimes months down the line. That trust between artist and client and between creator and audience is what makes everything that follows matter. On December 12th, a client named Heratic published a call-out post on Twitter, the first of many that would follow. In that post, they explained that they had commissioned ms.tsu back on January 9th, 2025, paying...
January 9th? When did I commission her? Hold up. I gotta look this up. I need to go look this up. When did I commission ms.tsu? When did I start working with her? I'm seeking back, hang on. I'm looking in my DMs. When was the first time I reached out to her? I did my commission for this model. Hi, welcome to D! Hang on, I'm going to the beginning. Back in the beginning of D. When was it? We're gonna find out. I'm looking, I'm zooming, I'm moving. Oh, the early sketches are so cute. Holy cow. Her early work with me was still just darling. I fell in love with it from the first sketch. Okay. I was working with her in February. I was working with her in February of 2025. No! You guys, it might be me. It might be me. Is this my fault? Is this my fault? Oh no. Is it my fault that everyone got screwed over? It's my fault. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. My bad luck is now oozing over onto other creators. Gosh darn it! I need to find a witch. I need to find someone to cleanse me. Okay, we'll continue. Gosh darn it!
$330 upfront for a multi-character piece. After that payment, there were no communications at all until March 11th, over 2 months later. When Ms. Tsu finally replied, saying she had been busy, but that everything was fine.
Yeah, it was me! She was busy with me! She was busy with me! It's my fault! Oh no! I'm needy! She was busy with me! It's my fault! No! Because she told me to go into her DMs, and I was in her DMs like every day. Oh no! It's me! I'm the reason! It's my fault! Don't applaud this! I have caused suffering! No!
Communication stopped again.
Oh,
the
no.
next response didn't come until April 22nd, when Ms. Tsu said she was working on both the multi-character piece and a separate doodle, and promised the work would be
they
done
were
by
for
that
me.
Friday. That Friday came and went again, and by that time, Heretic still hadn't seen any work or even a sketch on the multi-pose art, mind you. Another month went by, and on May 21st, Heretic followed up again.
I
Ms. Tsu
did, Night
replied the next
Vulture.
day, saying the work would be finished by the end of the week, but again, no specific details and no proof of progress. On May 30th,
no.
after Heretic asked for another update, Ms. Tsu said she would send a doodle and a sketch for the multi-character piece within a few hours.
I remember this because in May, I needed an update because I was looking for the flat character sheet so I could commission another thing. We were finalizing my concepts. And she's like, I have a few projects I need to work on outside of you. And I'm like, okay, that's fine, bestie. And we shifted my timeline.
Days later,
Oh
on
no.
June 1st, the doodle was sent, but the multi-character sketch never arrived. More promises then followed. On June 6th, Ms. Tsu said she would send a sketch that morning. That didn't happen, of course.
Wait, in June? Hold up. Let me look. In June. I'm looking at my own timeline. Hang on. Hold up. February, I began my work with her, and she gave me her first... I'm looking. Okay, we had a lot of back and forth talking in February. Lots of exchanging of mood boards. Lots of talk about what is Greco-Roman. What about my face? What about wings? What about art style? And things that I like. Ooh, you only follow short people, Freddy Fazbear. Well, you're following the wrong Sphinx, okay? I'm huge, okay? I'm huge to the point where I have to crouch so you can see all of me. Why is my head pad broken? Excuse me, head pad. I would like them to be able to pet me on the head. Hang on. Head pat, where are you? Head pat. Head pat. Where are you? Active trigger is head pat. Pat. Select. Okay. Why aren't they head patting me? Why is it broken? I'm going to fight them. Oh, the triggers are canceling each other out. Let me fix this. Turn it off. Okay. There's too many triggers overlapped. It's me again. It's my fault. I did it. It's me again. Sorry. I demand a head pat. But yes, Freddy, I will step on you. Thank you for a head pat. That works. Thank you. So far I'm learning that this is my fault. You wish. But I can step on you. Look. There. I squash you. Now stay there
Heidi,
while
it
I'm
sucks
looking through
that
my
your
notes.
art mom got caught in a scandal.
Yeah. You're gonna come on. Hang on. I gotta look at my notes. I gotta find out where I screwed everyone's timelines up. Oh my god. Such cute art. Such cute art. Early D sketches were still so delicious and curvy, and I love them.
Howdy.
This, hang on. Let me share this with you guys. This is from early February. Can I add in another window capture? Window capture number 2. Let me capture my Discord. Look at this. Look at this. This was early artwork of D. Look at how beautifully thick that is. Women. This was February. That's beautiful. Also, the booty is round. I appreciate that. We talked about the long booty and I was like, it's okay. My booty is a little more round, but I will accept this. Aren't they lovely? So this was February, so I haven't screwed up anyone's stuff yet. But looking at my timeline, let's see, February happened, and then talked about what does she look like underneath, the nudity, and then looked at tails. This was still February. Okay, I'm still in February in my notes. I'm still looking. Scrolling. Let me get to March. Okay, March. Okay, March, something happened to her. March, she was in the hospital because there was an accident or something, or it was a routine visit. I can't remember. She got sick and she couldn't respond to D. Okay, that wasn't D. Okay, that one wasn't D. That one wasn't D. More stuff that makes it horrible? Oh no. She gave me her initial sketches though, March 7th. So this guy said the 20th? They were suffering on the 20th? Okay, hang on. I'm scrolling. March 10th, she gave me her first basic designs. And we were talking about what does the body of D look like. And then, oh, I can't show you those. Those are fully naked. Can't show you that. Nope. And then we came up, she had the first concept of D. March 11th for D. And then what happened near the 20th? Looking, perceiving, scrolling. She was still talking to me every day. Every single day. On the 14th, on the 15th, I'm still scrolling. She was there. She was in my DMs. I think it was D. I think I did it. I think it's my fault. Oh no. 17th, 18th. Oh god. It's everywhere. We were talking about how does my skirt work. And I had to explain that the front is a flap and it goes around the booty like a short, skimpy dress, and then there's an overskirt. There's an overskirt. We were explaining the logistics. Okay, she was gone from the 19th to the 22nd. 19th to the 22nd.
Stop blaming yourself. She has to manage her own time and workload.
I saw her in my DMs on the 22nd. It was me. She was paying attention to me. Heretic 96. It's because I'm a needy streamer daughter. I was scared that she was not ready to make the thighs. And then she made all of the thighs. And I was no longer scared. It's me. I am a needy child. Okay, I'll stop stalling. We'll watch the rest.
Of course, communication went silent again. And by June 26, nearly 6 months after initial payment, Heretic reached out expressing concern over the lack of visible progress. ms.tsu replies that the piece would be completed by the weekend and finally sent a sketch for the multi-character artwork. Heretic gave her feedback
we were done
and
with
was told
phase
an updated
1.
sketch would come soon. Then, on July 8th, ms.tsu messaged again saying she'd be working on it and would have it done by July 14th. At the time of the post, that deadline had already passed and the commission still wasn't finished. But the situation didn't end there. On July 25th, ms.tsu messaged Heretic asking where the final piece should be sent. That was strange because up to that point there still had
No, I'm not gonna ask Rima to come in here. Rima gave me permission to do this. I'm not gonna pull her in here because I trust Rima's sources. I just want to see how much D influenced this, okay? Because I'm beginning to think it's my fault she didn't respond to people. Hang on, this was June? January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, hang on. I'm scrolling, looking, perceiving. April. Oh, I remember what we were talking about in April. Ooh. April is secret. You guys can't know about that one. It's not done yet. Okay. Okay, that one. Nope. Expressions. Talking expressions in April. I will hide you. Where's June? Scrolling. Where's the end of April? Jeez. Where's the end of April? Gosh, D, why do you talk so much? Scrolling. She talked about maybe a future office lady outfit. Nope, that's still April. Okay, here's May! I found May. And then corrections, a layer thing, different expressions. Oh, then she went on a little hiatus and she had work in May. Okay, I see work in May. Oh, we were talking about her side projects and a secret project for ms.tsu. And then, the big nope. Yup. It's my fault, you guys. It's my fault. Because you know what happened? In May, let me show you this. In May, I had originally commissioned ms.tsu and asked for very solid line art. Hi Spice! Welcome to D! Wild Spice, the Twitch partner!
That's like 2 babes and a third.
Oh my god, you have so many babies! I got you pregnant so much, Emmy. Thank you for the resub, Emmy! Hi, Spice, welcome! Okay, wait. Look at this. Do you see that line art and how crunchy it is? ms.tsu misunderstood my request for a line art thing, and she used a hard pen, and my entire model had pixelated line art. She had to redo my entire model in May and June. I think it's my fault that she didn't make these deadlines. The plot thickens. She had to redo my whole model because my rigging was supposed to begin.
Hadn't been a completed commission, and just before, nothing came of it. After that communication completely stopped, Heretic reached out again on August 1st, then on August 25, and again on September 11th, this time explicitly asking for a refund. By then, it had been 8 months since payment, and the only thing delivered at that point was a rough sketch that had...
Oh no, not August!
Decipher. I swear to Bob. It's not your fault. Watch the video, you'll see why.
It might be my fault. I'm looking. Where did August happen? August was when we were finalizing my stuff. August was how long it took her to finish me.
Jesus, you don't need to bear the sins.
No, but what if it's my fault? What if it's me? What if it's me? What if it's me?
I arrived nearly 6 months in. According to Heretic, ms.tsu's own terms and services stated that commission typically take 1 to 3 months to complete.
Yeah.
In response to the refund request, ms.tsu said she would refund half the payment and send the finished commission, claiming it was already done. The next day, she said she would be back in the afternoon and that Heretic would presumably receive both the refund and the art. That also...
She told me she was working on something in August and needed to get that one finished. And I was worried that I wouldn't be able to get a different outfit. And she's like, it's okay. Girly, I'll do this other artwork for you another time. And I'm like, it's fine. How about we table this and I come back for another outfit with you in the future? She wasn't able to finish an art piece for me. And I was like, it's okay. It'll all work out. And she had to rush and finish another piece. This was the piece she was
never
working
happened.
on.
That was the last direct message Heratic received. Heratic continued reaching out on September 15, on October 23rd, and on December 11th, but received no responses. By that point, almost an entire year had passed. Heratic said they had already hired another artist to complete the work and were no longer interested in a partial refund, especially since they could no longer appeal through PayPal as more than 180 days had passed since the original payment. And even after reading ms.tsu's pinned statement later on, Heratic made it clear regardless of any explanation given, it didn't resolve what they had personally gone through. And to talk briefly about that pinned comment, this is a tweet she posted on October 2nd. In it, she talks about working multiple jobs, not finishing school, and having to pay off her parents' debts. Over $53,000, which is nearly $1 million in her currency. She describes struggling with depression and stated that she attempted due to the pressure of her work and money problems. She emphasized that she is working every day and night, to fulfill her outstanding commissions, promises to communicate more consistently, and announces that she is closing commissions until further notice. She ends the message by thanking her fans
she took
for
my
waiting
commission
for her
though.
and continuing to support her. And while this comment explains her perspective, it still didn't resolve the core issue, which is that many clients were left waiting, unpaid, and without clear answers. And the thing with PayPal is that it has a 180-day dispute window, and if her commissions drag on longer than this window,
you can't
then
dispute
refunds
it.
become impossible. Every missed deadline and every soon pushes things further past that point. So waiting, which Heratic did repeatedly and in good faith, didn't just mean more frustration, it meant losing the only real way to get their money back. But unbeknownst to Heratic, their post ended up exposing a much larger problem than they ever expected. After it went up, more people began speaking out with similar experiences involving ms.tsu, and it didn't look good.
Cherry.
Not long after Heratic's post, another tweet started gaining traction. This one from Ebiko. Ebiko isn't a small creator. She has a sizable audience, especially on
she does
Twitch.
spicy
so
stuff
seeing
too.
her come forward with a story like this was genuinely surprising. You know, usually the way these things work is that the artist will deliver work for their larger account, get visibility, and then ignore the smaller creators. But not in this case. Everyone got equally screwed over. So she tweeted,
again,
a moment of
it's
silence
tracking.
for this
I think it
art
was
I'll never
me.
receive and was so excited for. After spending $550 last March and being ghosted consistently, getting the runaround for 9 months about it being done, being sent later that day, being told the file was already emailed to me, I'm just sad. And immediately just with that tweet, the similarities to Heratic's experience stand out. Once again, we see months of waiting, being told the work is done, being told it's about to be sent, but they're not home right now, and then being told the file was already emailed, even though nothing was actually received. In a reply, someone summed up how absurd that excuse was, saying, absolutely unacceptable that she did not even offer to send a finished product again. Ibiko then clarifies what was really going on, responding plainly, the product was never finished.
You think I'm gaslighting myself, Sky
Another user
Reaper?
responded by saying it was clear there was no intention to finish the work and recommended legal action.
This was last December. That was not
possible. And then there was another detail that made people pause. While these commissions were allegedly stalled for months, users pointed out that ms.tsu had been extremely active on Instagram during the same period, posting regularly and sharing new artwork, including
those were timed posts. I asked her about this. I said, "Are you still okay to be posting while you're in the hospital?" And she was like, "No, those are all scheduled posts, girlie." And I was like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense." She's like, "I've got so many platforms. You'd be crazy not to multi and schedule posts." But the timing is timing, you guys. So far, when all of those people didn't get heard back from her, that she was working with me. Did I screw everyone over? I couldn't have screwed Ebiko over though, because that was last year. What? Don't decipher me, Rao. What if it was me?
Commercial work.
What if it was
One
me?
reply noted, she's been super active on IG this past half year.
I'm very easy to pause. They could have had things that needed to be... Yeah. I told her that I'm going to be very flexible with my work. And she didn't have to. But she fell in love with this work and wanted to continue it. I think I hit the hyperfixation button with my thighs. Oh no. These thighs are a curse as much as they are a blessing. Oh no.
posting 2 to 4 designs weekly, to which Ibiko could only respond, oof. And at that point, it became harder to dismiss this as a misunderstanding. After Ibiko's post, more voices started coming forward. One of them was indie VTuber named Cherry. She tweeted, I commissioned ms.tsu back in April this year. After 2 months of waiting, I asked for an update and I got the non-background colored sketch. We had a good back and forth for a while, was lied to and ghosted for 3 months, but I got a refund. Big piece is a 4-month difference of work. Alongside that tweet, Cherry shared images of the piece she received, and looking at them, the issue becomes pretty obvious. There's very little rendering done at all, aside.
What? I think it's pretty. Did she not ask for flat color?
From a small amount of shading on the skin, there's essentially no rendering on the clothes or the hair. The piece doesn't look polished or even finished. It looks rushed.
Rima is
like
a sexy horse. Agreed.
A final product.
Look at that horse tail.
Cherry didn't just experience delays, she received what feels like an incomplete commission. Even though she eventually got a refund, the pattern still matches what we've seen so far. Long waits, partial progress, and work that doesn't reflect the time that supposedly went into it. And by that point, it's no longer just 1 or 2 people describing the same situation.
Magnus Spatha, I just read that. The people are upset with someone else. What if you could be upset with me instead? No! That's not what I mean! All of these timelines except for Ebiko's and Cherry's are overlapped with when she was hyper-fixating on working on my model. What if it's my fault? What if the thighs are too powerful? What if that's what happened?
Started to look consistent. Around the same time, another VTuber named...
Do I need to have a warning label on my thighs when I send them to artists and be like, look, the moment you stare at my thighs and you start working on them, you're not going to be able to work on else for like months because all you're gonna think about are gonna be my thighs, because that's hilarious.
Juicy spoke up. Juicy made it clear from the start that she hates confrontation. She wasn't looking to dogpile.
You can't stop me! I need to call my mother! Honey is listed? Where is Honey listed? Where is that? Oh, I do need to update my panels. Yes. Han was artist for 1.0. She had a larger client than me and a contracted work, so she couldn't work with me for 2.0. And ms.tsu was kind enough to take me on.
Or stir drama, but felt she didn't
See,
really have a
Bad
choice
Dragon,
anymore.
you
She
got
wrote,
it.
I hate any kind of confrontation.
Wild Spice, I'm sorry to say D's thighs are so powerful. They caused a controversy. Please wait for the D Google Docu, which will literally just be D's thighs for pages. Should I do that? Wait, no, hold up. Because now I'm considering it. Should I actually do that? Should I submit a Google Docu that is just pages upon pages of my thighs and be like, this is what caused that? I could just take different angular pictures of my thighs and go, this will cause you to lose brain cells, and this is why. Thigh timeline. Here were the thigh 1.0. Here's thigh 2.0. We can make a thighball. We can have people add to it. We could do it as a funny. I kind of like this. I'm here to drop the almighty thighball, and I would like to collect VTuber thighs for the thighball across the internet. I hope people take the thighball seriously. That saves lives. Didn't you know?
I've requested my refund from Tsu, and I do wish her the best in what seems like a really horrible situation, but this kind of stuff worries me. I never rush artists, but there gets to a point where you gotta start chasing up what you spend hard-earned cash on. Not long after that, she added more context, explaining why this hits particularly hard for her. To add to the Tsu stuff, I am mainly just sad because I'm a tiny
video with
VTuber,
thighs.
and any and all art I commission is really helpful in my growth and presence. It's really sad to not receive a piece you've been excited for and saved for, and this is an important perspective to include. For smaller creators, commissioning art isn't just cosmetic, it's an investment. It's money saved up, planned around, and meant to help them grow. So when that work never arrives, it's not just...
Thank you for the resub! I appreciate it! Wait, why don't we have a thigh tracker? Where you can track the differences in thighs between different VTubers at different points in their model lifespan. Why don't we have that? I would kind of like to make this a website now.
Was disappointing, it actively sets them back. At this point, you have
Thank you for
large
the
creators,
boob.
indie VTubers, and smaller creators
Ew,
all
that's
describing
gross.
different
Why are they
versions
doing that?
of the same experience. And the picture
Dang
that
it.
starts to farm isn't flattering. One other post that stood out came from Mifuyu, another VTuber who was
Mifuyu?
careful to be very measured about her own experience. She wrote, I also had a difficult experience commissioning ms.tsu, though I want to be clear that she did not scam me. She explained that after
Okay,
several
good.
months with very little communication and a hard time getting any kind of work in progress, she was eventually able to request
were
a
ahead,
refund through VGen, and that refund did go through. Mifuyu also made it clear that she understood artists can struggle. She acknowledged that
Wait.
life, personal issues, and burnout can affect
Yeah.
delivery, and that she didn't seem interested in escalating the situation further. But she followed this up with a second post that adds important context. She shared the sketch she received after 5 months of waiting. She said she
Bleh.
absolutely adored the piece, but also felt sad about it because the bunny outfit was completed off from her personal design, and with so much uncertainty about whether it could ever be fixed or finished, she decided to move forward with a refund. In her words, things ended on a good note, but only after months of waiting and ambiguity. In the replies, another creator suggested that ms.tsu might be dealing with an uncontrollable situation. They speculated she may have taken on too many commissions and that, due to outside factors, she was no longer able to keep up. In a follow-up
Managing
reply,
time is
Mifuyu expanded on
hard.
her thoughts. She wrote, that's also why I think we understand the people behind the art, and things like this don't get brought up or exposed a lot in the community. Delays like this are something that at times are inevitable, and why me and Sue separate on a good note in the end. There's a lot of things that can influence an artist's capability to deliver art in specific time spans. So from another person that struggles to make art because of personal problems as well,
for
I
the
think
like.
this was a completely understandable reason why we had to move on with the calm and refund it. I appreciated her work a bunch, but in the end, it just wasn't meant to be, and that's okay. I guess the one thing that peeps mostly just wish for is transparency and communication to know if these pieces will ever be completed one day. And
Do you guys think that it really was just workload? Did she just bite off more than she could chew? Is that what was happening? Mother! I will wait for you. No? No, there's more? Uh-oh. You've seen the whole video? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm stealing myself for the rest of this. Hi, welcome to D on the YouTube side, Puck and Puck. Welcome to D. But wait! There's more. Are you sure this wasn't caused by my thighs? Oh no, you have an ad break! I will hydrate while you are in an ad break. So if I've learned anything, first and foremost, the making of my model overlaps with one of the guys here who said that he didn't hear anything from that period of like February through April, May-ish. Yeah. Yeah, that might have been D. I'm a very needy child. But Riao said to wait. I will wait. Let's see. Let's find out what else happened. Dino! Why Dino? Dino what? Dino what? Dino what? I drove a whole woman crazy? This can be the first time. Can I get a 1 in chat if I have driven a woman that you know crazy? Have I driven a woman that you know crazy in chat? Can I get a 1, a 2 if no? Yes, I drove someone you know crazy with a number 1. No, a number 2. Can I get a confirmation? Is anyone you know of being affected or made more or less insane by D? Yes, you can count yourself if you know yourself. Okay, I got a couple of 1s. I see a 2. I see a 1. 3. Nice. Very nice, Jake. -12 doesn't work, Gumpy. That's neither. Do you know yourself? Do you know who you are? Oh no. Okay, so I feel like we're pretty split. I have driven at least half of you crazy or someone you know. Welcome to D! What's going on? They're in ad break right now, ZKK. I'm waiting till the ads are done. Thank you for the head pot! And then we're gonna jump back in. Apparently, my art mom was involved in a little tidbit smidgemagoo of a controversy. Yeah, that happened. Controversial controversies. Simba, remember who you are. Welcome back from ads. Who is this guy? You don't know yourself, so you don't know if I've driven them crazy? Dang. We're screwed. Back to the nonsense.
She's right. For the most part, most clients are willing to wait longer and deal with unexpected problems if those things are communicated properly. And not just communicated once, but also followed up on. Not saying you'll send a sketch the next day and then disappear. If you can't send a sketch the next day, that needs to be communicated too. Otherwise, it starts to feel off. It starts to look suspicious. And then there's the other issue. The idea of an uncontrollable situation keeps coming up. Claims of serious personal hardships, of things going very, very wrong behind the scenes. And sure, that generally sucks. And it is something people can empathize with. But people face hardships every day and still have to show up for their 9-to-5 jobs. The clients commissioning these artworks aren't faceless entities either. They're also people spending their own hard-earned money. One doesn't really cancel out the other. And that leads to my next point. Because
telling me to drop size.
The question stops being how bad was the situation and becomes whether the situation even existed in the way it was described.
The voices in your head pay rent.
I also received an anonymous tip from another Vtuber who shared their own experience commissioning ms.tsu. According to them, they commissioned 2 pieces, one on May 5th and another one on May 7th, 2025, paying nearly $800 in total. On June 16th, they asked for an update. There was no response for 12 days. When ms.tsu finally replied, she said she'd send an update later that day. And guess what? That didn't happen. The first actual update didn't arrive until July 19th, and even then, it was only a sketch for one of the 2 pieces. After that, communication stopped again. No updates, no progress on the character sheet, nothing. For over a month. And this is worth emphasizing. ms.tsu's own TOS lists 1 to 3 month turnaround time. And by this point, they were already approaching and arguably passing that window. And during this same period, she was still actively posting online. Fan arts for Saba's debut, regular activity on Instagram and Twitter, engagement farming, which understandably made paying clients feel like they simply weren't a priority for her. Things only changed once this VTuber felt forced to escalate. They mentioned opening a PayPal dispute and going public so others could make informed decisions. That's when ms.tsu finally responded, promising a significant update the very next night. But once again, nothing was sent. A week later, the client followed up, pointing out that it had been nearly a week past the promised delivery date and asking when they could expect the piece. ms.tsu replied with a familiar explanation that she thought the files had already been sent, that she'd resend them later that day, and that delays were due to recently getting a new job, but that she'd set a reminder. Another day passed. Still nothing. When questioned again, she replied saying she wasn't home yet, that she was out of town, and that she was on her way back. Only after all of that were the files finally sent. And by now, the pattern should sound familiar to you. The same recycled excuses, claiming files were already sent when they weren't, long gaps of silence, new circumstance introduced every time a deadline is missed, clients being put in the position of constantly chasing updates, pushing deadlines back, and doing all the emotional labor just to get what they pay for. It really does start to feel like this only works if clients don't talk to each other. And what makes this especially ironic is that during the same period, ms.tsu tweeted about how people were being mean to artists online, how normalized it's become to get hate over small things. Girl.
Oh no, girl, you digging yourself a hole.
ms.tsu finally responded publicly.
She needs a manager.
She posted a formal statement, writing, "Hello, I
I'm
just
a
want to
ma'am.
address this formally.
I could do that.
Anyone. There isn't really any excuse for anything I've done, just explanation, and I'll get to the point. Unfortunately, as I've mentioned in other posts, I've bitten off more than I can chew. I tried to pay off my parents' debt constantly, but as time goes on, I've just hit a point where right now I can't continue to do that. I'm trying to refund all my commissions and slowly messaging my clients. You can ask anyone I've refunded in the past weeks. I no longer have the mental bandwidth to continue commissions. In my previous post that I pinned, I mentioned how I was very sorry to my clients for taking so long, and that still stands. There's absolutely—
Hold? What do you mean hold? What am I holding for? Wait for it, hold!
No excuses, and I will do better. I'll be refunding all my commissions at the moment. I hope you all find it in your heart to forgive me. I'll be messaging people back today and refunding them soon. Thank you. Not long after that, she posted a shorter follow-up, writing, "Hello, I'll be messaging all my clients to be refunding them in the coming weeks. I address things coherently here, but TLDR, I took more than I can chew to pay parents' debts, and it caught up to me. I'm not a scammer. I just became sloppy and irresponsible. I'm very sorry to everyone
you for your
and all
honesty.
I've affected." On the surface, this reads like accountability. She denies scamming, admits she overextended herself, explained her circumstance, and promises refunds. The way this response played out raised new concerns. The replies on these posts were locked, meaning clients couldn't publicly respond underneath them, and she has a history of already not responding to DMs, so even if they do reach out to her, will she even respond? And around the same time, the original call-out post that started this wave was also taken down. And then, not long after that, ms.tsu's own response posts were deleted. That's when people began to question what was happening. Because if the goal is transparency and accountability, deleting your own statements
why would you delete your post?
To track. It removes a public record of what was promised, when it was promised, and how it was supposed to be resolved. Did she finish contacting all of her clients? Did all of her clients even see this post?
I need popcorn, you guys.
That doesn't automatically mean someone is trying to cover their tracks, of course, but it does raise a reasonable question. If you're taking responsibility for mistakes you openly admit to making, why remove the statement where you did exactly that? And that question is part of why this situation didn't end with her response. And here's important context, because before a lot of people felt comfortable pushing back, ms.tsu had already shared something much heavier publicly. At one point, ms.tsu publicly posted about her mental health, saying she was depressed, medicated, and that she had recently experienced a attempt. She apologized for being unresponsive and said she was slowly working through her commissions. And to be clear, mental health struggles are real. Depression is real.
So real.
It is not something to take lightly. On their own, these things don't look suspicious. It's actually when you zoom out and then
not just in Denmark
starts to get uncovered that it started raising eyebrows.
Wait, what smells fishy in Denmark? Does it only smell fishy in Denmark? The fish smell fishy in Denmark! We got a winner! Merry Fishmas. I remember this. If they're talking about May this year, I was in her DMs when she had the big bad sads, and I asked her if it would be okay to keep working. And she's like, yeah, when I come back, I'm just gonna pace myself after I relax a bit. Oh my goodness. Ugh. No way. Girl! Did she just really take on too much? Gotta lock in. I mean, the sads can't be fixed by just locking in. But taking less work can make you feel less stress for sure. Thank you, I will hydrate. Okay, watch more, find out. Okay, find out.
So at this point, the original call-out post is taken out as ms.tsu, as I already explained. On paper, the situation looked settled. And technically, that should have been the end of the story. But it isn't. We were later tipped off by another anonymous source who said they had commissioned ms.tsu and had not been refunded, despite these public promises, which directly contradict...
Oh! Yuki, let me clarify. She didn't ghost me, but there was a month where I couldn't get any response from her. And I was worried that she forgot about me because she wasn't responding. But I'm also very needy. So I'm like, hey, what you doing? Hey, what you doing? Hey, what you doing? When I don't hear from you for a week. So I was very needy and in her DMs. And there was a period of time when she didn't talk to me for a month. But she did get back to me eventually. We had one project we never finished. But we've taken the amount for that, and I'm gonna roll it over for a future project.
What was said in her response. So she lied. And then there was something else. A reply under the original erratic call-out caught a lot of people's attention. From Cheru, another Vtuber and artist. And unlike some of the other posts, Cheru wasn't just sharing a bad experience, she was raising concerns after attempting to commission ms.tsu herself. According to Cheru, she got spun around the block for over 14 months. 14 months! Can you imagine waiting waiting for an artwork and being given excuses for over a year? At that point, you're not even commissioning art
She's
anymore.
drowning in women.
On a subscription plan. And instead of just walking away, Chiru started paying close attention. She tracked ms.tsu's explanation over time and noticed the same things repeating over and over again. The same promises that files would be sent soon, the same claim that information had been lost, the same delays with no follow-up. At one point in January, after 8 months with no sketch and no real update, Chiru confronted ms.tsu directly. She even pointed out that a friend of hers had commissioned around the same time and hadn't received updates either. She added something along the lines of, I know you're super busy with volunteer work and personal struggles, but you're also still accepting new commissions, and I'm honestly at a loss. And then ms.tsu had the gall to respond with this. Hey, do you mind us moving to Discord since a lot of my DMs on here kinda got lost/deleted by Twitter? Excuse me? I've never heard of Twitter deleting DMs, ever. Except maybe after Elon updated the direct message feature on X, which is awful, by the way. But that update only happened in 2025, not 2024. And yes, according to Chiru, many of the excuses being given
and none of mine
debt,
from 2024,
personal hardship,
though.
and other extreme circumstances also didn't add up. She wrote, I believe ms.tsu is lying about the debt, about the cancer, cartel, and probably more too. I don't think many people can see my call-out post. I QRT'd, but I think these screenshots are very damning to the situation and more people need to see them. And in another post, alright, this is a big call out post, bring on the white knights. Frankly, I don't believe anything ms.tsu has ever said. She can disprove whatever she wants in the comments, but I think she painted a wild sob story for everyone to fall for her to get quick money. Last page is damning.
You had that happen
where the story
once?
takes on a much darker turn, because this isn't just about missed deadlines anymore. It's about whether the explanations used to justify them were ever true to begin with. In the first screenshot, we already see a mess. There's a whole list of people, nearly 20, still waiting for work. 4 of them says they've been waiting over a year with no communication. Shockers. Others are still waiting on refunds, and it's the same story across the board. Constant promises, deadlines being set, and then nothing to show for. How is one person juggling this many people at the same time? Like, genuinely,
yeah, take fewer commissions, please!
Something going seriously wrong. And that's just the surface level stuff, mind you. Then we get into what I can only describe as the most insane explanations. In one screenshot, there's a tweet from January where she says she just got back from a children's event, which she was likely volunteering at. Yes. Because according to her TOS, she also volunteers at an orphanage. Then there's another tweet where she claims that she dropped out of high school around age 15 and has been helping her parents with debt and money problems ever since. Then there's a screenshot of her pinned post saying she's been working non-stop on commissions to pay off her parents' debts. Then there's a tweet exchange where she says her parents' level of debt is normal in her culture.
Sus!
And Chiru immediately clocks that, responding basically like, if the debt keeps getting worse, you're not helping your parents anymore, you're enabling them. And honestly, she's right. I don't know of any culture where being almost a million in debt is just normal and fine. And then, and this is where it really stops making sense, in another post from November, she tweets amazing news, saying her parents finally bought a property so she can start a cafe. Not long after that, she says her mom bought a house and that she'll be renting part of it to her so she can open her coffee shop. But weren't her parents supposedly drowning in
I thought you were a teacher!
Nearly $1 million in debt to buying new property. And not just property, but a house big enough to rent part of it out
you
for
have
a
split
cafe
personality
fee.
disorder
None of
last
this add
year?
up at all. In the next screenshot, we see Discord exchange, and mixed into those screenshots are older tweets from ms.tsu that have aged terribly, such as, when I die, I'll pick one random follower to take over my account. I pray ms.tsu doesn't become controversial.
No! She did it to herself! No! She's so multi-talented! Madam, I need you to take on like a third of the commissions you've been taking on, and don't take on any more until you finish your commissions! Madam! Madam, please! I don't want to find another art
Or a
mother.
tweet that says, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to post, but just know I did it for money. So even though I will no
This
longer have
last
shame
year?
or morals, I will have dollars.
Bruh.
Already?
What?
Yikes. The first Discord logs are from
Ew.
2023, where ms.tsu is talking with someone about moving.
Hold on. I need to crunch something. I need a pretzel stick for this. Not just a pretzel stick. Bringing out the big boys. Can you hear this? That's a pretzel rod. That's a big rod. I can't do it without crunching on something. Oh my god. What is this? You can hear it? Okay, good. You can hear the... Thank you, I will hydrate. I hit one. Okay. Okay, I'm better. I have crunch. I am better. Okay. We can do this.
Back to Mexico. And that part alone isn't.
Yes, Yuki. I do like big rods. I'm huge. And a size queen.
Strange, people move, that's normal.
Back to the
What is strange,
cartel!
though, is what she says next. This
Yeah,
is gonna
you can
sound
have
so
one.
spoiled, but my dad wants 2 houses. 2 houses?
What?
What do you mean 2 houses?
Yeah, that one was
I thought y'all
obligatory.
could
I had
barely
to.
afford
It's the law.
bankruptcy. Did they suddenly win the lottery? Did I miss a chapter somewhere? And then a year later in 2024,
Ma'am?
Miss Sue says that her parents are more than comfy. So which one is it,
Hmm?
Sue? Are they rich or are they drowning in debt?
Yeah,
Hold
what's
up, it's not just
happening?
any debt either, because in her case, it somehow gets even
Uh,
wilder. It's cartel debt.
Four.
Kids call epic fail.
Yup, because on October 25,
Oh, no.
2024, Miss Sue tweeted several times claiming that her family and herself were being threatened
Oh,
by
no.
the cartel. She added,
What?
We are okay. We have cameras now and like 4 locks, but we're extra careful now. I live in Tijuana, so it's kind of dangerous here. Ooh, emoji. And then there's this one. I have the
Ooh.
cartel following me and my family, and I'm drawing hot
There's
girls.
nothing
Follow me for more
ooh about
updates.
the
Heart,
mother
kissy emoji,
cartel!
heart, which I'm sorry, but that's an absolutely insane thing to say in the same breath as claiming cartel threats. And then just
Oh,
over
no.
a week later, on November 4th, suddenly everything was fine. She tweeted that she could finally go home safely and thanked her audience for their kindness and support.
What
To
the
recap-
frig? What is
Thank you for stopping
happening?
saying that it's your fault. I was about to threaten you with a bunch
Well,
of Sphinx.
no,
tax.
don't you dare. There's no such thing as Sphinx tax. But listen. Literally, the 3 times in 2025 when people couldn't get a hold of her, it was because I was in her DMs. So that one might have been me. It was Senorita Tsu suffering from the cartel. Oh my god.
We've had cartel threats, locks, cameras,
I was the cartel.
danger, all in a short amount of time, and then
Hold
a clean
me.
resolution
It
in a
was
matter
me
of
all
days.
along. It was me.
And
No,
the thing
I'm
with
not the
stories
cartel.
Like this is that you almost have
Hi,
to empathize with them,
Caleb.
because if you don't, you immediately look like a heartless, cynical internet user who doesn't believe
Oh, no.
anyone's pain.
Hey, put your money away.
No, it is not your fault. And Sphinx tax incoming.
Stop it. Stop it right now. I'll scoop you up. I'll bite you. Put your money away. You don't have adult money today. Okay. No adult money. What's the Lear disorder? The white tuxedo? I'm a mafiosa. See, it was me. It was me the whole time. I was the mafia. It was the D-mafia. It was... D-fia? I don't know, I got nothing.
But what if it's all just a front? What if these extreme stories aren't meant to
If it's
explain
the front,
delays,
is
but
D
to
the
buy
back?
time? And that's the uncomfortable
These thighs
question
don't
sitting
lie.
underneath all of this. And also, I'm not an
Thigh
expert on this
cartel?
or anything,
The
but if
Mahdia?
someone really is following you and keeping tabs on your family,
Yeah.
would tweeting about it like this actually be safe? I don't know.
No!
That part feels off to me. There are just too many things in this story that just don't line up. Too many coincidences.
Yeah,
Too
am
many
I the crime
explanations that
syndicate?
conveniently appear right when pressure starts
Is
building.
it me?
I just have this feeling that she's lying. I just can't prove it yet.
Rima, I love you.
Oh, and for the pièce of résistance, according to a user named Tran, ms.tsu announced that she had cancer. It garnered a bunch of sympathy from her followers, and then she just silently deleted the tweet, just like she did with her response.
What?
By not clearing it up publicly to her 100k followers, whether it was false positive or not real at all, she started to gain far
Triggered
more
the
sympathy
purple band.
and money, of course. Only later did she briefly mention it in a live stream that very few people watch, where she clarified it was a misdiagnosis. Like, what the hell? Thankfully, it seems I am not the only one baffled by these claims, because these posts for some reason got very little traction. It seems like it was just all buried, far away from anyone's eyes. But
I am
Cheru was relentless. And she adds in another set of tweets, and this is where things get a lot more concrete. She pushes back on the idea that this was just accepting too many commissions. According to her, this wasn't just a small backlog, this was a ridiculous amount of money, likely thousands of dollars total, with a lot of individuals' commissions being over $200 each. And as I've mentioned before, because so much time passed, a lot of these commissions are not past PayPal's 180-day refund window, meaning some clients literally can't get their money back anymore. Cheru also points out that ms.tsu was actively taking new commissions while fully aware that she already had tons of people waiting. And to make matters worse, her own TOS told clients not to bug her, which many of them actually respected, only for that silence to completely backfire on them when refund deadlines just ran out. And Cheru continues saying, the whole situation is really fishy. It's not a normal situation at all.
I'm a Sphinx, I'm not a fish!
Who's to say she wouldn't continue doing this for years?
Hi,
I didn't
Rex,
post my
welcome to
situation
D.
originally because I just thought I got unlucky, but the amount of people coming forward is absolutely ridiculous.
Redonkulous
She also brings
even.
up the possibility that some of the work may have
It
involved
smells
AI,
like Denmark.
and I'm
Why?
not going-
Hold up! Why Denmark? Why are you picking on Denmark? Does Denmark smell or something? I've never been to Denmark. Why is Denmark fishy? Does Denmark smell like fish? Can I get a fish in Denmark? If I wanted a fish, can I go to Denmark for a fish? This is important. I'm sorry, I got distracted by fish. Okay, paying attention. What am I paying attention to? Okay, I'm focused. I'm focusing.
To get into that too deeply here, but the fact that people are even questioning it at all
Locking
kind of
in?
says everything. When communication falls apart and deadlines keep slipping and explanations don't add up, people start side-eyeing everything. And that's really the problem.
Side-eye?
And that's not even getting into all the weird inconsistencies. She says she didn't finish up high school, yet she works as a teacher. She also volunteers.
What did I miss? Do I need to go back? Okay, go back.
Tuition originally because I just thought I got unlucky, but the amount of people coming forward is absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
She also briefly brings up the possibility that some of the work may have involved AI, and I'm not going to get into that
Wait,
too
what?
deeply here, but the fact that people are
Hold on. What? Hold up. Hold the horse gently in both hands. Hold the horse. Slow that bad boy down.
absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
Just briefly brings up
I slowed the horse too much, but we can keep going. Hang on. What did you say?
the possibility that some of the work may have involved AI.
What? I need to hear that again. Agreed. Wild Spices got it. Slower. With feeling. Even slower with feeling.
May have involved AI. And I'm
Oh my goddess! That can't be it. I went too far. We've gone too far. We gotta go back. Where was I? What the frig? Dang, bunny. Hi, Welcome to the... Hold up, where were we? No, I did it too much. Where were we? Did I go too far? Where's the AI? I am the robot. It was me the whole time. Wait. It was before this. Where is it, Rima? 30. Thank you. I appreciate you. I'm 2 minutes too far. Oh no. Brain scrambled. Brain scrambled. Okay. I've seen that. Uh-huh. Yeah. Bought the cafe. Saw that. Oh no. What is this? The AI has augmented my brain. Let's speed her back up. A little faster now. Please.
Maybe I've just been covering too many people lately with eerily similar patterns that later turned out to be lying or completely unstable. Honestly, I don't know anymore. And once all of
Nope, that's too fast.
180-day refund window, meaning some clients literally can't get their money back anymore. Twitter also points out that ms.tsu was actively
We'll catch up.
commissions while fully aware that she already had tons of people waiting. And to make matters worse, her own POS told clients not to bug her, which many of them actually respected, only for that silence to completely backfire on them when refund deadlines just ran out. And Tara continues saying, the whole situation is really fishy. It's not a normal situation at all. If she wasn't called out, who's to say she wouldn't continue doing this for years? I didn't post my situation originally because I just thought I got unlucky. The amount of people coming forward is absolutely ridiculous.
Wow, Rima is so talented. Rima, you're so talented. Okay, I'll bring it back. Bring it back, Samurai Jack.
She also briefly brings up the possibility that some of the work may
Oh my
have
god,
involved AI,
no! AI would be less prevalent if its correct pronunciation was I. I agreed. Howdy, welcome to
get
D.
into that too deeply here.
Welcome to
but
the
fact that people
scandal.
are even questioning it at all kind of says everything. When communication falls apart and deadlines keep slipping and explanations don't add up, people start side-eyeing everything. And that's really the problem. And that's not even getting into all the weird inconsistencies. She says she didn't finish up high school, yet she works as a teacher. She also volunteers at an orphanage. She supposedly has 3 part-time jobs, but at the same time, she's able to produce 40 pieces of art in 3 months and claims she's working on commissions day and night. She's being followed by the cartel. Her parents are supposedly 1 million in debt, yet somehow rich enough to afford 2 houses. She also had cancer and also had a attempt. Like, at some point, no one can be that unlucky. Or, I don't know, maybe I've just been covering too many people lately with eerily similar patterns that later turned out to be lying or completely unstable. Honestly, I don't know anymore. And once all of this went public, the backlash was immediate. ms.tsu stopped taking commissions on VGen. Her Instagram was set to private. Her Twitter was locked down as well. Basically, most public-facing accounts went into lockdown mode. Which, sure, that's pretty much the expected response when something like this blows up. But here's the part people noticed. Despite all of that, her Patreon is still running. The Not Safe for Work one. And according to at least one user, she's allegedly still accepting donations through Ko-fi. So, commissions are closed, socials are private, but the Patreon, well, the Gooners never mind these things. I think it's also important to talk about why situations like these are so hard to push back on against in the first place, especially in the Vtuber community. Artists are a vital part of the ecosystem. Vtubers heavily rely on them for models, branding, events, debuts, everything. And because of that, there's this unspoken pressure to be patient, to be understanding, to not rock the boat, especially when the artist is talented. But that same dynamic also makes bad actors much harder to root out. Some people have speculated about what might have been happening behind the scenes, whether clients were being strung along in the hope they'd forget, whether old clients were being paid off with newer clients' money. Some other people have also suggested a less malicious explanation. One user speculated that ms.tsu may have been lying out of shame, spiraling, covering delays with bigger and bigger stories, maybe even hiding more issues because admitting the truth felt impossible. And that is a perspective worth considering. But the the world calls for distinct measures. And whether or not this was malicious or not, the outcome doesn't change in the end. Thousands of dollars in commissions gone, clients left waiting, deadlines missed, and a growing pile of explanation used to buy time. And in the end, intentional or not, empathy became a tool. And in this case,
fixed my
it was
panel.
weaponized. And that's all I've got for today's video. If you've enjoyed the deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a future upload. But before you go, quick update. Ooh Market holiday merch is finally live. We haven't done merch in a while, so I figured we'd do a small run this time. There's only 2 products. So first, we've got the
That's right! Rima's got her new merch, and Dee has new stuff on Uwu as well! Yippee! And we've got the plush, what's it called? The Bring Blob D to Life plush thing is now in session. I got work done instead of getting scammed. I think I might have been the reason some people got scammed. Hi Lord Peace, I'm doing good. Welcome to D. I do believe that she was working very hard on my stuff, and that might have been why certain people did not, in fact, get things to them on time. What do you mean you're baffing me next time? Okay, let's go over the facts. So, once again, Rima has delivered a glorious masterpiece. Way to go, friggin' Rima. Skills. Girlie's got them skills. Always. Always. And thank you again, Rima, for letting me do a react to this. I really appreciate that. Stuff like this, you definitely don't want to do without people's permission. But yeah, if you haven't checked the petition yet, we're trying to bring Blob D to life so that you too can lift up the blob and yeet D into oblivion. Wow, look at that. That could be you. Prepared to yeet Blob D. Yeah. You say that, however, it is fact that while some people were experiencing delays, D was getting messages in her DMs. Now, that's not to say my experience with ms.tsu was perfect. It was not. But I definitely enjoyed the experience that I did have, and that I still have with ms.tsu. So I don't know. I really don't want to get another art mom. I really love the art that she's created. But it is true that it's scary to be working with somebody who you're not sure if they're going to actually meet your deadlines or not. So, let's see. She was supposed to do a P&D for D right before I created the Dilahan, is actually the story. She was going to make me a PNG model so that I could use a PNG model instead while everything was going to be fixed. So I was going to be discombobulated regardless, but we were going to have a pretty discombobulated model versus the Dilahan. I'm kind of happy the Dilahan worked out though. So that was what was going to happen. And that was all the way back in October is when I asked about the PNG project. But it was taking too long and my debut stuff was coming up. And I figured out the Dilahan as a stopgap instead. So she delivered stuff to D. And I said, you know what? As much as I would prefer said refund, let's just take the amount I paid you and I'll put it towards working on a future outfit. Yeah. So that's what I'll do. I'll put it towards a future outfit with her. And in November, I got her okay. And we finalized everything in November. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to bug you for a few months. Go get caught up on your work, girly. We chatted briefly in December. And I was like, I just got word that there was something brewing in the background by some folks on the Twitter. And I was like, what happened? Her response to me was, it's okay. Things happen. Don't worry about it. And I was like, okay, I won't. because she was very kind with Dee, and she did deliver this beautiful model, and we were able to put things together. So, I am still in contact with her. I haven't chatted with her since late December though, but there's a lot of things that happened in January. And we have another outfit that we were going to work on. I have something else coming out in February, actually. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I'm saying that the reason people didn't get their stuff is probably my fault. It's probably my fault. I didn't mean it to be that way. But she was in my DMs because I am a needy child and I needed updates for my model. Rial is gonna get me. She knows where I'm living in the wilds right now. I'm in danger. So I'm gonna reach out to her and see if she's still... I know, Legasp, right, Cookie? Right? I'm gonna see if she's still available for something as simple as... another... Oh,
D,
thank you for the
it was
bees!
not your fault.
Ah!
Knock it off
Stop
or
throwing
I will
it at
find
me!
a way to send you a bonk even if I have to make a deal with the fate to do it.
Cease with your tomfoolery immediately! Okay, so... Long story short, of it all, I do believe that... Here, wait, let me go to the beginning of Rima's video or her little wind down. She talks of the Chads, the whole lots of them. So, thank you, I will hydrate. All in all, we have a dilemma going forward now.
That's the D and not your fault.
Stop it! Do not give requests to Riao to come and bonk me! Stop it! Stop it right now! Look, I'm sat, okay? We're sitting, I'm sat, no goofing, only sat. Don't hire her to bonk me! Or actually, wait, Riao, do you still have your subathon going on? If so, then yes. Hire her to bonk me and pay in subs for her subathon. So, I'm gonna have to reach out to ms.tsu and see if she's okay still doing another outfit for me. Because now I'm scared that she's not active anymore, that something happened, because I still want to work with her. I've already been through 4 art mothers. One was an art father who said they would no longer do my art. It's very hard to find people who are comfortable drawing curvy women and not over-sexualizing them. Because let's be honest, this style of woman who has thighs and curvature is most often seen in shmtai, okay? And I don't want that to be my brand, but I am a curvy girly in real life. I wanted to feel represented, so I specifically asked friends to help me find artists who could draw curvy-styled artwork. I don't want to have to look for a whole nother art mom every time I want a new outfit. Ugh. Don't bonk me, Sevi! One bonking authority is enough. So, I don't know what I should do from here, cuties. Do I continue trying to work... Stop bonking me! Do I keep working with ms.tsu? Do I keep trying? Or do I have to search for someone else? Because I don't want to. I don't want to look for anyone else. Say, do my due diligence and see if she's still staying in contact. Hi, Skeeties! Welcome to D! It sounds like a lot of people were hurt by this. If you are an artist in this space, I hope you can take heed from this to understand that, one, it's not only okay, but encouraged to increase your prices to the point where you don't have to take so many commissions. And two, please make sure you only take a few commission slots at a time and don't overburden yourself to the point you can't finish your commissions. You can give you your professional opinion offline. Why can't you give me your opinion online? Should I worry about your professional opinion, Rao? Are there unsavory words in your professional opinion? I need to... Why that face? Why that face? I'm panicking. I'm panicking. 5 is a lot of opinions. Art is about being creative. But if she's unavailable, she's unavailable. Yes. You've never more than 3 active commissions at a time. Truth. Duggar Juggernaut is a man of their... a bean of their words. Has amazing quality products. But you might be waitlisted for half a year. And that's okay. Understand the waitlist is there for a reason. So that they can pick and choose what to work on. Hi, Chris! You can see if another artist could draw over the existing model for a new outfit. Wait, I never thought of doing that. Maybe I could ask Honey if she would want to do another outfit for me. Ooh! Maybe we could go back to Honey? But I really liked working with ms.tsu. I like what she created. This is one of the benefits. Correct. I do have a completely nude base. We are prepared for if I ever decide to become spicy. But I am not spicy. Not here. Okay? Make sure it's in my contract rights with this. I have full commercial rights to this model. But I will review my terms and conditions. And you know what? Maybe I'll post that to ms.tsu. If she's not comfortable using the money I paid towards another outfit, then I would love instead for the rights to ask somebody else to make it. Maybe that's a way to go. Problem is if I'm gonna work with... I really liked working with her on this model. I'd like to still be her art daughter. Despite everything that happened, my experience was pretty positive with ms.tsu. I got what I needed. Maybe not everything I wanted, but I did get everything I needed. What do I think I should do? I think the first thing I'm gonna need to do is I'm going to need to reach out to ms.tsu, and I'm going to need to say, hey, are you comfortable working with me on a new outfit for my model? Because if not, I need to know if she's okay if I work with somebody else on outfits. Exception of the third dangly thing from the bottom of the right side of my hair. What do you mean the third dangly thing on the bottom right side of my curls? What do you mean? The third dangly thing from the bottom on the right side of my hair. Which dangly thing? The bottom of the hair? Oh, you mean that little blip right there? Yeah, she owns that blip. Yeah, that's the blip that she owns. The little hair danglies. The gems. Wait a minute. Hold on. I think I just noticed something. Am I crazy? Hang on. Look at the hair danglies. There's physics on those, yeah? They're not just stuck to my hair, yeah? There's a line of 3. Do you see them? They move, right? Am I crazy? They move? Okay. She owns that line of danglies. That's what she owns. They wibble in and they wobble in. Okay, I'm not totally crazy. Still wondering how it is TOS friendly? Because all of the important bits are covered. What do you think is not TOS about this model? When I move, they move just like that. Not TOS compliant would be showing all of the hip, all of the pubic area, underbust around the areolas. Yeah. Twitch does hate hips. Here, wait, let me show you. I actually sent to ms.tsu the guide for TOS compliance. Once upon a time, look. This is TOS compliancy. You cannot show the nip nops. You cannot show breasting boobily. You have to have all of the hip bits covered from the base of the thigh all the way up to the hip, which mine are. And you have to have the complete bosoms covered all the way up to the tip top of areola, which mine are. You also cannot have indentations, which mine do not. Yeah. Bubbling? Nobody's bazongas better be bubbling or you probably have a disease. The hips don't lie, but one of them has been known to bend the truth on occasion. Never. Only ever tell the truth. I physically cannot lie. Nice twerking, Kova. You cannot bulge. No. Even if you wanted to, you're not allowed to. You must be a flat Ken doll, boys. Don't let your hips fib. One lies solve their riddle. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, that's not how it works. You must cover the bits. Your implants when you take a plane somewhere. No. When I said I was fine, I didn't ruin my voice. Ruining something means that it is beyond repair and will never recover. Do I sound like I have been ruined to you? I feel like I have recovered just fine. Thank you very much. Okay? One day Twitch will finish puberty. And then maybe what? Maybe they'll calm down? Yes. I do not sound like I've been ruined. What do you mean? Nothing has changed. My voice is recovering fine. I just overused it recording things from February. You're crazy! So, I think, all in all, I will probably still try to work with ms.tsu. I'll reach out and ask if she's comfortable taking my commissions again. If she still wants to or is able to, that'll be the kicker. If she's able to work on an outfit with D. Because I don't want to keep changing art parents every time I want a new outfit. Otherwise, I might as well become an artist at this point. And that is too time consuming. I can't draw. I literally draw stick figures. Twitch is only 14. No wonder they hate thighs. They think women are gross still. I'm gonna become an orphan at this rate. No! Mothers, please stop abandoning D. I know Honey had big contracts she had to work on though. So she couldn't keep working with me because she had bigger people paying her more money and I was like, go get that bag. I feel like I'm bad luck, you guys. Yeah, how dare you be a woman who has cooties? You will not abandon D? Thank you for not abandoning D. Thank you for not abandoning D. When the world has abandoned D, thank you for not abandoning me. Thank you for the boop. A bite.
Here you go. Have a head.
Yeah. Han is great. I loved working with Honey Mommy. But I am sad that she cannot work with me right now. You'll take that risk? Okay. I mean, it's a guarantee. It's a guarantee that I bite. You don't even have to worry about that one. That one's a given. I will bite. Hopefully now you got the memo. The D's dirt poor. But just to be sure. I'll put you back on the TV now. Gonna find out that my bad luck is so fabricated I've been sipping martinis? I wish! No. East bad luck. I don't know why it keeps happening, but I feel like this is part of it. The whole, I think I have something good, and then that something good turns into something not so good. I think everything is going well, and then it is actually not so well. So on that note, I need to send out a call of action. I need your assistance because I believe that I am under some sort of melodious malady of some kind. Okay? Listen up. Because I do in fact believe that something is wrong with D. I think I have been put under a horrendous curse of some kind. I'm gonna need somebody to reach out to D in the Discord. Tell me if you know of any creators that are practicing witchcraft. I'm not kidding. I need you to tell me if you know of people who are practicing witchcraft because I need their help. I need people to cleanse D of my bad luck. I need people to not only cleanse D of my bad luck, I need a cord cutting. I need crystals. I need a seance. I need anything you can muster. Please find me witchy creators because I think someone has cursed my name and these things keep happening. Tell me if you find me a witch. And even better if they're hot witchy woman, because that would be great. Thank you very much. So, that's right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you know a cute witch somewhere in the neighborhood of twitch.tv or YouTube streaming, please send them on over to D the Sphinx. That's right, D the Sphinx is frantically searching for a witch to cleanse D of the horrors that continue to persist. If you or a loved one knows of a witch who can cleanse D of the horrors, please send their information on over to the Discord promptly. You will be thanked, you will be squished, and hopefully D will be without the horrible bad lucks once and for all. Okay. So now you know, yippee! I'm not looking for a date, you can't prove anything. Will the boop give me good luck? Look at your teeny tiny paws. You're trying to boop me with this? With this? This tiny little goober? Tiny little beans? Wouldn't the bad luck prevent me from finding a witch? That's why I'm asking for your help. I need some certain stones. Tell me what I need. Because Chaos in Discord, I need your help to reverse the bad luck. I need better chaos in the other direction. Celine! I should ask Celine. My Pegasus witch! I need to know! Or I should ask Aki. If Aki could help. Or maybe even Orca. Orca practices some of the crystal magics off to the side. I need help. I literally need help. I think I'm cursed. Because this year alone has been a car accident, heart issue. I hit a deer on a road where deers don't exist. House situation escalated. D became pseudo-homeless. D moved to the wilds. D is looking for apartment. D lost a job. D's art mother is in a scandal? And we're only in January! Help. The pocket dimension is nice, but it takes a lot of energy to upkeep the pocket dimension. I need to find an apartment in the human world and some sort of income in the human world so that I can upkeep everything because it's easier to obtain energy in your world. Yeah, I did. According to Eva ZKK, the deer that I hit was Jimmy. That's the cousin that nobody likes. I'm like a data center? What do you mean I'm like a data center? Ineo better not have a controversy. She's the sweetest woman on the internet. She's literally so kind and so incredibly talented, and I love her to bits. And she was there when I was in a very bad place. She's a wonderful friend and an amazingly talented rigger and artist. I love her with every fiber of my being. Oh, I'm a data center hogging the energy. it be it. Do I believe in life after love? Do you believe in life after love? I don't think that love is the end-all be-all to life. I think there's more to it. I think love is a single facet of life as we know it. Ineo is safe. Yeah, Ineo's too good. She's already had her own bad luck the past year of big sads. Love after love? I don't know, man. It is a good song. So, in the end, artists, please be careful of biting off more than you can chew. And I need a witchy woman to save me from bad luck. That's what I want you to take away from today. If you take away nothing else, it's D needs a witchy woman. And artists, please pace yourselves. Yeah. You think all the dark energy is gone? I hope so. I'm hoping that we're almost done with the bad stuff. Because we're at the end of the year of the wood snake. Find yourself in a very Chinese portion of your life right now? Is this a very Chinese time in your life right now? Do you need to learn how to celebrate the Chinese New Year? Do you want to teach D how to celebrate the Chinese New Year? Are you a cute witchy woman who wants to teach D to celebrate the Chinese New Year? Something, I need a witchy woman. You got it. This is definitely not just D trying to get your help finding a wife. However, if you could help me find a wife. I spent all the misfortune. Okay, I'm gonna believe that. I'm gonna believe that good things and only good things are coming from now on, because I've already been stopped from the good things the past month and had to wait on more good things. So hopefully it will all work out, you guys. It will. We're believing, we're trusting, we're believing and trusting that the good things will work out. Year of the Fire Horse, yeah. I'm just gonna slowly approach you. You're all Chinese maxing this year. Hi, Yoshi, welcome to D. Thank you for the follow. My alerts have died. Don't know why. Everything's dead now, but that's okay. Top 3 things I need to take from stream. I need a wife. You mean a witch? Yeah, I need a witch. Moderation within limits is good. And buy Blob D. Yes, I like that. Those are good lessons. Buy Blob D. Look at him. He's so round. You could have him, and you could yeet him into the nearest wall. You could squish him. He's actually quite big if we get him made. There's only 10 days left on the petition, you guys. Only 10 days. You can type in !plush, and I believe it will drop the link in the chat. We are currently 42% of the way. We have 9 days remaining and 23 hours until we run out of time and we cannot have a Blob D plushie. And I will have to try again next year. How big? He will be the size of a throw pillow. So it's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like 10 to 12, maybe 14 inches across. It'll be very round, very floofy. Actually, let me see if I have the video. I might have the video that my wonderful Uwu Market person showed me. Let me look at her video. She showed me a video. Okay, it would be 8-inch round, but they're big. They are very big. Let me find the video that she sent me for what it would look like if we got it to do the squish. Okay, here. Let me show you this video of how big they would be. How big it would be. I show you. Show me. Show you. Kiko man. Kiko man. Okay, this is how big it would be. And you could squimp sheet and you could squamp sheet and very soft and very, very floofy. So this is sample work. It's big enough to put your whole dang hand on. It can get squamped. It's very soft. Yes, you can use it as a small pillow. It's the perfect snuggle size. That's how big it would be. She just sent me an art update for a thing. We've got something coming out soon. It's really pretty. It's all looking so good. I hope that it all goes without a hitch. It has been chaos. Biomesis, welcome to D! Okay. Enough of the nonsense. Leaving it up to you cuties to make your best judgment as you're able to. It would fit into a cannon. You could blast him out of a cannon if you really wanted to. Cease, Kitokato, I'm huge. You're tiny. I'm big. Don't make me have to bite you. Okay. I will set you cuties free. Let's go find a cutie to raid. And if you stuck around to this point in the stream, thank you so much for coming to hang out with D today. We'll be back with more D shenanigans for the rest of the week. Don't forget to grab your raid messages and I will take you to the ending. If I can find it. Ending, let's go. 3, 2, bam.
Don't stop. Yo, bounce. Don't stop. Don't stop.
Thanks again for coming to hang out with D. We've got more D coming up tomorrow. A nice early stream. Then Friday we have spooky gaming. That spooky gaming is a reward that you guys won as part of a daily sub goal. We will have to vote upon it in the Discord. So if you haven't already, look for the poll and help D decide what spook will be happening on Friday. And then gaming, you are absolutely you're absolutely free to join D on Saturday, YouTube only. That's right, YouTube only on Saturday. Let's find a cutie to raid. Who's up right now? Orca's up. Size up. Hoomst. Pixie's up. Bales is up. Coco! Mac is still doing their birthday week. We might have to go raid cute folks. Where Jackie's up! Oh my god. Let's raid Jackie. Oh my god. Jackie's alive. We're raiding my favorite rowdy hot vampire girl on the internet. We're raiding Jacqueline. Those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for coming to hang out with me. Bye, YouTube!
All night long, don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop.